Welcome to another episode of EDC with me, and today we have got the SpyderCo Police in stainless steel. This is on loan to me from a friend. I'd seen it in his collection and I recognized it and I was pretty surprised to see it. Kind of a cool looking knife. I'm not big on SpyderCo in general, but I always thought this was a neat idea if this was actually used for the police in Japan or not. And if I'm reading Blade HQ correctly, it does sound like that was the idea, as it was meant to be a tool for police officers in Japan. Overall length, 9.44 inches. Blade length, 4.125. Cutting edge, almost 4 inches. The thing about this knife that's pretty cool is it's extremely thin. So even though it's tip down carry only, I mean, look at that profile compared to a knife that's equal sized. That's pretty crazy. So super slim in the pocket. It's got this lockback feature I think most SpyderCos have. I'm sure they have their own name for it. Not exactly sure what it's for or what it's called. It's got a full serration. I don't have too many knives like that. The edge is, the very tip is not serrated. This VG-10 steel I've not had with any of my other knives, I don't believe. Pretty easy to sharpen. So I don't know if it's a cheaper steel, a softer steel. I don't think it is. I think it's considered a higher grade steel. It sharpened up really nice for me. This thing's been used and abused. I'm not sure if it's catching on camera or not, but this thing was definitely utilized. I think it's even been utilized to take down some sheetrock based on the condition it was in. I did my best to sharpen it up with the tools that I have. But yeah, I thought I would share my first impressions. I've carried it a bit. I do carry a Ruger 2-stage right now. This is my ideal blade shape. I still have serrations or viscerations if you go by CRKT. But you can see they're very similar in size and weight. There you are, there's a size comparison if that's showing up on camera, I hope. So very similar in size. I apologize, the weight on the CRKT is quite a bit more. But yeah, I thought it was a neat idea. I don't personally think I would carry something like this between the tip down, a lot of exposure here out of the pocket. Not a huge fan of non-flipper knives. However, I will say any knives with this lockback type technology do seem pretty dang secure to me. There's no wiggle room or anything. I know a lot of cold steel uses this. Some old bucks do as well. But yeah, I don't think I'll be carrying it, but I did think it was a pretty neat, unique knife. Definitely worth throwing up on the channel. If you go to Blade HQ, I'm not sponsored for any of these videos. It looks like it used to be $205 and it's about $144 at the moment. So if you're really into the VG-10 steel, you want a larger size knife overall if you've got larger size hands, but you want to keep it slim as well, relatively lightweight. I think this would be a great fit for anybody. The full serration, I mean, obviously this is going to be great in situations with ropes, maybe meat processing. All of our steak knives look like this as well. I'm not sure. Obviously, it's a utility knife for the police, so I guess that kind of makes sense that they would serrate it. So you could just cut through whatever you have to cut through. That does make sense. So if you're looking for a good, decent size, very thin carry, utility type knife, you've got the money to spend, I would say this is a great option. Thanks for watching.